They say history is stranger than fiction, and that's never been more true than in today's video. From a man who was both a dwarf and a giant to the unluckiest man in the world. Here are some crazy history stories you won't learn anywhere else. The only person in recorded history to be both a dwarf and a giant. Adam Raynier was born in Austria in 1899. When he was 18 years old, he was just over 4 feet tall. But between then and when he was 32, he grew to be over 7 feet tall. What caused this sudden growth spurt? A pituitary tumor the size of a football. Now, you might be thinking, wait a second, if a tumor can make you grow taller, doesn't that mean you could theoretically become as tall as, the Empire State Building? Well, not exactly. See, Raynier's tumor was causing him to grow upwards of 3 inches a year, but once the tumor was removed, he stopped growing and slowly lost the majority of his newfound height. From 1817 to 1919, tuberculosis was running rampant through New England, and as the disease progressed, victims would waste away to the point where they looked like skeletons. Naturally, this led to the local townspeople believing that vampires were to blame, and not the medical kind either. Oh, no. These were blood-sucking monsters from the night. And so began the New England vampire panic. Hundreds of bodies were dug up, and many gruesome rituals were performed, such as placing garlic around the corpse or inserting silver coins into the mouth. The unluckiest man in the world. Robert Todd Lincoln was only 18 years old when his father, Abraham Lincoln, was assassinated by John Wilkes Booth. He was also in Washington, D.C., when James Garfield was shot by an assassin, and get this, he was standing just feet away from William McKinley when he was shot by a deranged anarchist. So that's 3 presidential assassinations, and not one of them was his fault. The Straw Hat Riots. In 1922, New York City erupted in violence because of a social taboo against wearing straw hats after September 5th. But what started as a playful insult soon turned deadly, as mobs of angry men took to the streets and demanded the right to wear their silly hats. When police attempted to disperse the crowds, a riot broke out. The men were eventually arrested, but not before the incident became one of the most bizarre chapters in New York's history. So there you have it. Just a few examples of how history is full of strange and unbelievable events. If you want to hear more crazy history stories, stay tuned.